morning. I woke up this morning around 4 a.m. and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I laid in my bed and got up for breakfast around 7. And I ran into these two guys that were on my plane, so I ate with them. And they're super cool. We're doing the same route, 7 days, so I'll probably see them along the way on each camp. And I am going to go down now. Bye! So this is day 1. It's currently pouring, and it has been pouring for the past maybe 2 hours. But we stopped to eat lunch, but it's pouring rain. I don't know, I'm just like covering my food because it'll just get wet. I'm gonna go, maybe eat my food in the rainforest, day 1. I am live from my tent. I just finished day 1 of hiking and my tent was already set up for me and my duffel bag was in here, so overall it feels like a luxury experience. It was pouring rain the entire time we were hiking and it's kind of stopped a little bit. It's kind of like misting outside right now. It's really pretty. I'll show you the view. It looks like this. I don't know how good of a view you can see. Super foggy. But yeah, today was good. I'm feeling great. Honestly, the mud just kind of made everything a little bit difficult. Just have mud caked everywhere, and I guess I just have to be okay with that. Good morning. So it's day 2 now, and I was just given hot tea, and in about 15 minutes, oh by the way, it's like 6:30 a.m. right now. In about 15 minutes I'll get hot water and then I'll get ready for the day. Okay, this is our acclimatization hike. This is where we're sleeping tonight. All of our stuff is down there. This is Shira Camp 1. And then you can see over here, this is Shira Camp 2, which is where people hiking the Lemosho route sleep. And then we meet up with them tomorrow. That's the top of the mountain, but you can't see it. Little update or like recap of today. So we hiked from Machame Camp to Shira Camp, and it was about 1,000 meters across 7 kilometers. So it was really steep. It honestly felt like Echo Canyon, just like times 3. So it was good. It was really cool. There was a lot of waterfalls because it also rained again, but not as heavily as yesterday. So it was a lot more tolerable. But I woke up at 6:30. Oh, I think I already filmed that on my phone. But yeah, we started hiking at 8. We got finished at around 12. Made it to camp. And then it was pouring rain here and it got super cold. I was literally like cradling this like a baby. It has hot water in it. So it was pouring rain. I had to brave the rain to go to the bathroom. But then it got really warm all of a sudden and like my rain jacket's dry. So I'm celebrating my wins. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and then I had lunch. And then I talked with some people at the camp. I met a Danish couple and talked with Hani. And then Alex and I went up to a little lookout point just for acclimatization. Also wanted to update you all that my bag made it to my hotel. Alex had some service like during the hike today and got a call from the hotel that my bag was put on the plane from Addis Ababa to Kilimanjaro, and then they drove it to the hotel. So I'm super thankful that it's not gone. Okay, so now I'm filming from outside my camp. that's my tent. And it's really cool. There's a lot of cool looking trees. And all throughout the hike today had awesome views, and like every shade of green you've ever thought of was there. And then there's some cool plants. Now it is dinner time, and this is my first course of my 2-course meal. I have pumpkin soup. Oh my god, I should not do that. Okay. Okay. And then tortilla. And then this one has banana in it. And then the other ones are just plain. So, bon appetit. My second course is rice with peas and then veggies. Good morning. This is the clearest we've seen the mountain. You can see pretty much all of it, just not like the tippy top. But it's about 6:30 a.m. and we'll be hiking up to Lava Tower today and then back down to Barafu Camp. Okay, so we have made it to Lava Tower, right behind me. It is snowing. This is the sign. We're gonna eat lunch here. It's really cold. Wish I had my gloves because my hands are cold, but what are you gonna do? The coolest trees I have ever seen. More of the trees. There's the top. Okay, so day 3 is complete. Honestly, this is probably my favorite day so far, even though each day has been my favorite. We hiked up from Sheer Camp to Lava Tower, which was tough, but Lava Tower is really cool. It's like this giant structure that was made from lava, and it was snowing up there, so I was absolutely freezing. I didn't have any gloves and I was using my hiking poles, so my hands were exposed, so that was tough, but I made it through. We had lunch there and then we walked down, we descended, and that was really cool. We went downstream a river pretty much, and there are all these really cool trees. I need to look up the name of them, but they're super cool. But now I'm in my tent. I have my warm water and popcorn. 2 things that I wanted to say. Also, I got sunburned today because I wasn't wearing a hat, I was wearing my beanie. Anyways, okay, so yesterday I was saying how thankful I was that I had this pillow from the airline, but it's so flat that it like doesn't even serve its purpose. So I put a packing cube with some clothes underneath it and it works just great. And I honestly didn't even need the pillow. I could have just used a packing cube. Last night I just slept on a packing cube for my pillow. But second thing, Alex came in here a little bit ago and briefed me on what we're doing tomorrow, and he gave me the option to turn my 7-day trip into a 6-day trip, which means that I would skip one of the camps tomorrow and just continue on to the next one. And a part of me wants to do it because I think it's cool to, I don't know. But at the same time, it's not a race, and I'm really enjoying the peacefulness and the simple life of being on this mountain. So I don't know. I really don't know. But that would mean that tomorrow is summit night, and I don't know why. I've just read way too many people talk about how challenging summit night is, so that is my only concern, is that I don't think I'm ready. But yeah, so basically tomorrow is like a rest day because you hike up and then down to camp that's a similar elevation as where we're at right now. But if we were to skip that camp, we would hike up, down, and then up to the base camp, which is so terrifying. So I'm gonna think about it. I think I'm capable, like my body is really starting to ache and all of that, but I just don't think I'm ready for the cold and the summit night. Good morning. It is 6:22 and you can see a little bit of the sunrise and all the clouds. And this is the start of day 4. We're climbing to the top of this and down to Karonga Camp. So if you saw from my last clip, I had the option to do the 6-day route instead, but I'm sticking with the 7 days. Also, I'm given juice boxes for like every lunch and dinner, so I'm probably gonna have one this morning because I don't drink them and then it's just more weight to my bag. So I'm gonna have tea and a juice box. Just a few life hacks I figured I'd document well in real time. What I've been doing to conserve my phone and this camera battery and my portable chargers is I've been putting them in my mittens, and then I put the mittens in my sleeping bag at night, and that makes it so I'm not just like kicking around all my devices. I did that the first 2 nights and then I realized I should just put them in something warmer and then it's more comfortable to sleep in. And then also what I've been doing is hanging my rain jacket and my rain boots up. This tent has a nice little cover area, so I mean, they're not fully dry, but it's better than laying them on the ground or something else. And obviously hot water in the Nalgene. Yeah, that's it. There's Barranco Camp, pretty much all cleaned up, and we are going on the Barranco Wall. We made it to the top of Barranco Camp. There's Mount Marrow, and then we're gonna descend down to our camp for the night. And there's Hani. Okay, day 4 is complete. I'm at Karonga Camp, and I do understand why they call day 4 of the 7 days a rest day, because we finished at 11, started at 8, so only 3 hours, but like, I don't know. I could have done it, but I'm glad that I'm sticking with the 7 days because I do really enjoy this lifestyle on the mountain. Today was good. It was a little challenging and deceiving since I was under the impression that you scale a wall up and then you go down to the camp, but it's a lot of up, down, up, down. So you like go up the Barranco wall, which honestly wasn't that bad. There's a lot of people that say it's really scary, but it honestly felt a little bit like Echo Canyon. I know I've already said that, but yeah, just like a lot of scaling rocks. And then you go down and then you go back up again to the camp. There's like a zigzag that you see people going up. So that is my review of day 3, or day 4. Okay, you can kind of see Mount Shira in the distance, which is like a 3 to 4 hike to the top. But on the note of peeing and drinking water, so I have been taking Diamox, which is a prescription for preventing altitude sickness, and one of the side effects is that you pee more than usual, which is why I was a little hesitant because you're hiking and, you know. But I haven't been peeing more than usual, so I guess that's good. But I have been sort of watching how much I'm drinking while we're hiking, so I'd say I'm drinking around 1.5 to 2 liters while we're hiking, and then we get to camp and then I try and finish my water, so I'm around 3 to 4 liters for the day. Here's the mountain. It always seems to clear up at night and in the morning. There's the moon, and the sky might be clear enough to see some stars. Okay, here she is. This is day 4, and the sun is coming up this mountain. Very clear day. You can see the mountain. Where? Oh, right there. I have a feeling this is gonna be the last time I will be able to brush my teeth because it's like pretty much frozen and barely coming out. Okay. Taking a break, but we are on our way to Barafu Camp. We'll be climbing up there starting at midnight tonight. We made it to Barafu Camp. This is our last stop before the summit. We started hiking a little after 8 a.m., finished around 10:45-ish, so less than 3 hours of hiking today, and we'll just rest here. And the plan is to go to sleep around 6 p.m., wake up at 11 p.m., start hiking at midnight to go to the top. So we had the best weather of all days today. Blue skies. I was wearing 3 pairs of pants and 3 layers up at the top, but I took this off and I took my rain pants off. But I was wearing toe warmers because my feet were chilly in the morning. But yeah, it was pretty warm. Now it's getting cold up here. It's really windy, but yeah, excited for tonight. Hello. It is about 4 p.m. and it's still day 5. Today was the first day I started feeling the altitude a little bit. I've just been sitting in my sleeping bag since after lunchtime. But I was practicing pressure breathing for probably an hour or 2, and I still do it periodically, but like intentionally breathing, and that was all I was doing for an hour. Okay, I finally got up. Okay, so I have pumpkin soup, lentil balls, so much spaghetti, mushrooms, mango, oranges, and I feel like I'm overheating. So I opened my tent. I'm also wearing this really warm shirt, but so I'm getting ready for summit night. It's about 6 p.m. Trying to wear as many clothes that I'll be wearing for tonight just so I don't have to deal with it when I wake up about around 11 p.m. So starting with my feet, I will be wearing sock liners, 2 pairs of these, toe warmers. Bottoms, I'm wearing base layer 1, base layer 2, leggings that I'm already wearing, and then fleece pants, and then rain pants. Top, I got so sunburned. Okay, base layer 1, base layer 2, fleece jacket, down jacket, rain jacket, head, beanie, buff, and if it gets really cold, I have a balaclava to cover my face. And then hands, I have gloves, mittens, and hand warmers. So I should have everything I need. Oh, super important, can't forget this one. Headlamp. Yeah, that covers everything. And it's getting chilly, and we're gonna go to sleep at like 6. So good thing I brought this from the airline. I tested it out earlier. It literally doesn't block any light. Like, I don't know why you would choose yellow as your color of choice for an eye mask, but it is 11:50. Gonna get ready to go soon, but the stars are like super pretty and the sky's pretty clear. You can see the city lights from down above. So yeah. Made it to the summit. Now I'm back at Barafu Camp. I brought this camera along to film at the top, but unfortunately it froze like everything else. So I actually turned it on and I took one photo and then it died. So I will probably do a full review of this day because it's literally the longest day of my entire life, and it's not even 10 a.m. I started hiking around 12, a little after 12, got to the summit before 6:30. The sunrise was awesome. It was honestly the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Like, the first 4 hours were fine. It was just one step in front of the other, and I was focusing on my breathing the entire time. But then I asked Alex what time it was and he said 4, so then I was like, okay, you can do anything for 2 hours. But yeah, I was like really struggling towards the end, and then honestly I would say I even struggled even more, probably like in such a different way going down. It was really challenging. It was so slippery, and no one talks about how challenging going down it is, but it's so steep. You're literally like you walk uphill and then you walk downhill. Oh no, my camera's gonna die. We are making our way down. Very cloudy out. Very gravelly. So I think my camera is officially dead, which is where I've been like recapping the days. So I figured I would do it on my phone. We just made it to Mweka Camp, which is our last camp before we head to the Mweka Gate, which is the end. Few things. One, I was right on being worried about my knees. That was brutal, and I will pay the price of that later. Because we went down, going down from the summit was like 3 hours downhill, which I hated, and then just now it was about 3 hours downhill, which was meh. Like, I just kept slipping and stuff, and it was raining. So anyways, thoughts on camping. I know that I had mentioned earlier that I really liked the lifestyle, or like the simple life of camping and being in the mountains. And I do really like being like, you know, not attached to my phone and like worried about what's going on in the world. But I think 7 days is my cap, because like I just want to shower properly. I want to wash my hair. I wore all of my clothes for summit day, so now I have no clean clothes. And I've been wearing the same clothes every day anyways, but like officially I have no clean clothes. So yeah, anyways, that's all. Good morning. I slept 11 hours last night. I woke up at 6 and my calves are so sore. But I'm packing up my sleeping bag for the final time. And we're off. This is our last day.
Oh, mvua ni kwa sana, hakuna matata. Barango tulitobo.
Hello. I am back from the mountain. Last clip I took on here, my camera was dying. So I think it was when we had just returned to Barafu camp from the top, and looking back on that, my eyes were like so bloodshot, and I think maybe they were sunburned or I was just super tired because I didn't sleep at all the night before, and had been hiking for 7 or 8 hours at that point. And the sun's really intense that high of elevation. But yeah, I descended 10,000 feet the same day that you summit, which is so crazy. I don't know why. I just overlooked that part when I was doing all my research for this hike, but my calves were super sore, or like after the fact my calves have been super sore, and then during the fact my knees were just in a little bit of pain. But overall, best week ever. Once I had made it to the top and went down to the last camp for the night, I was just so excited to get back into my hotel. Sorry, like a hotel bed and shower and yeah, do all the things. So I got some of my laundry done. I leave tonight to go to Dar es Salaam. My flight was delayed a little bit, so I'm just hanging out here. It's 12 o'clock now and checkout was at like 10, so I don't know, I'm just hanging out in my room, but I'll probably check out soon and just hang out here for a few hours. But yeah, that is all. Best week ever.